everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two incredible receivers from the 2011 NFL Draft going head-to-head. It's A.J. Green going up against Julio Jones.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run here with Mixon. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He will knock down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 84 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They're going to try and throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Back to throw here. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Again, it's Mixon. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Eifert, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Ryan now to throw on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
So do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
He'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman again. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Over.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start by running the option to the right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Eluding the pressure right. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's complete to LaFell. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. On the toss, Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds. And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it? I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. They'll run again with Bernard. They find some open field here. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver.
Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah,
they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there, a 22. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Ryan wants to throw it. Connects with Sanu right side. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.